What is up, Poppy fans in the Ring Army? My name is Nized and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back with another Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 video, and today I'll be going over the PC requirements and minimum requirements that you need to play this new chapter. With Chapter 3 releasing next Tuesday on the 30th, you will need to know what specs are required to play this chapter, or at least the minimum requirements that you need. Shout out to Toby for letting us know that the specs are now up, and that's why I'm here today to go over it with you guys. Because I've been seeing a lot of comments and people freaking out about the large size this chapter is going to be, about the 60 gigabytes requirement. No, I'm here to clear all that up, so don't you worry. And of course, before I get into it, if you are new here to the channel and are a fan of Poppy Playtime and horror, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to join the Ring Army. I'd really appreciate the support. Thank you. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So as you guys can currently see, I am on the Steam page of Chapter 3. I've been having it on my wish list ever since they announced it. So let's scroll on down to see the system requirements, and here they are. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over the minimum requirements. Alright, so the minimum OS that you need is a 64-bit Windows 10 or 64-bit Windows 11. I'm pretty sure everybody has that already, right? I believe Windows 11 is the new default. Next is the minimum processor that you need. Core i3 8100 or Ryzen 3 1200. Oof, an i3? People still have i3s? Like, I thought i7 or i8 was the new default. I heard i7 was like the recommended or at least required Intel core that you need to have a fully functional PC, but hey, apparently people still have i3s and lower than i7s. Yeah, I don't know jack about PC stuff and everything. I just know about GeForce RTXs and like the Intel core. I don't know anything about Ryzen or anything, so I apologize if I don't know anything. I'm just putting a disclaimer right there. Now, the minimum memory RAM that you need is 8 gigabytes. I personally think that 16 is the new default, so if you have lower than 16, you better upgrade that RAM, man. The next minimum graphics card that you need is a GeForce GT 1030 2GB or RX 550 2GB. Wow, so that is very low, but that is like the minimum that you can use. So if you have lower than that, I am sorry. The next thing is DirectX version 12. Again, I don't know anything about that, so I apologize. And storage is next, 60 gigabytes. Oh my god! I'll go over that at the end, so don't worry. So now here is the recommended list. The OS is the same. It has to be a 64-bit Windows 10 or 64-bit Windows 11. The processor, Core i5 10600 or Ryzen 5 2600. So of course a little bit higher. i7 for me is the new default, so I recommend that. Next, 16 gigabytes of RAM. Yes, so 16 is already good enough, but of course you can go higher. That is much better. The graphics card that you will need, GeForce RTX 2060 8 gigabytes or Radeon RX 6600 XT 8 gigabytes. Wow. So I have a RTX 3060, so I'm set. Thank God, because I know Chapter 3, I was so close to saying 4. Chapter 3 is going to be on Unreal Engine 5, so I expected the RTX card to be, you know, high as hell, but thankfully, thank God, my RTX is fine. And of course, I'm good with 16 gigabytes of RAM, so I'm set with the graphics and hopefully smoothness. DirectX version 12, and of course, 60 gigabytes. All right, so let me talk about the 60 gigabytes. So I know a lot of people, or from what I've seen, people are freaking out about the size. Don't worry, that is not the exact size that this chapter will be. The maximum gigabytes that this chapter will be is around 40 to 45 gigabytes. So of course it's not going to be that big. It's not its own separate game, you know, like Project Playtime or Security Breach, you know, that's a whole different game by itself, but this is just a chapter. So it being at least 50 gigabytes, that's saying something about this chapter. It's saying that it's the biggest one yet, and this game is possibly even bigger than Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 combined. I believe, if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I believe Chapter 1 was like 8 or 12 gigabytes, and Chapter 2 was 20 gigabytes. I'm not sure. I just been reading text on the Discord server, so I'm not sure completely, but I do know that Chapter 3 is not 60 gigabytes. Alright, so don't panic. Don't worry, okay? I would still have 60 gigabytes available in case. I believe 60 gigabytes is just how all 3 chapters combined is the size, okay? So I believe 60 gigabytes is the other 3 chapters combined. All right, so don't worry. And yeah, that's all I wanted to cover today. So I just wanted to calm people down. don't worry, this chapter is going to be so worth it, and hopefully your PC doesn't blow up. Hopefully not like mine, but of course I think I'm good. My PC can handle it, thank God. And yeah, that's all I wanted to cover today. I just wanted to calm people down and hopefully help some of you out. I do hope I got to help people out if they didn't know the specs were already, you know, released to the public, so everyone can get ready for next Tuesday. I am very excited. Hopefully I get to stream that day because I do have class later in the afternoon, so hopefully I would try to stream in the morning, and if I can't, after class, so like maybe at 3 p.m. PST time, I will see. Of course I'll be having videos out of me playing chapter 3, so look out for that. Make sure to turn on notifications if you do subscribe to the channel, and if you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure that you are, because YouTube sometimes does unsubscribe people for some reason, or makes you think that you're not subscribed. You know, it's gonna pop up my videos on your recommendations, but you're not subscribed. So I just need you to know, I know how YouTube works. It's weird. And yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Are you excited for Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 next Tuesday? It's finally coming, and I can't wait to see everyone's thoughts and reactions to the game. And of course, this whole journey has just been incredible, and of course I'm going to be missing the hype, but we're gonna be getting this chapter finally, and we get to see what's next for Poppy Playtime, and hopefully for Project Playtime. Man, they need to fix it. Please revert back to the phase 2 build. Please have lobbies back and everything, the chat box back. Please fix everything. I really hope Project's future is bright after chapter 3 next week. And with all that, if you did enjoy, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to join the Ring Army. My name is Nized, and I'll speak to you guys on the next run.